Good evening, everyone. I can see a few people already tuning in. We are expecting a few more. Let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start rolling.
No, the most necessary. Certificate. So, हमारा ऑडियो बॉन्ड अच्छी है. कौन गल?
Good evening, everyone. This is Pratik Mohanty, and today I'm very glad to host one of the renowned personalities in racing industry. He's the man himself, Mr. Anikesh Rath, and today he'll be joining us in a session and will be talking us through, giving us insights about the industry. Sir, how are you doing, sir?
I'm hello. I'm audible. Okay. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm Anika Sirath. I'm the team manager of Eminence Racing. So I'm doing fine. Thank you for the introduction.
Anik, thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure to have you here, and I'm very much excited. And I assure you that all of us that have joined this session are equally excited to be hearing from you. He's the man himself, and he has been managing teams, racing teams, for over 15 years. He is quite experienced in this domain, and probably this domain is new for some of us. However, sir, just wanted to ask what inspired you to pursue a career in this racing industry, that too in India, and what has been the most rewarding part of your journey so far, sir?
Okay. So before starting, I just want to give you some insight what currently right now I'm doing. Currently, I am running a 8-rider team in INMRC. INMRC stands for Indian National Motorsport Motor Racing Championship. And I am using all KTM bikes, 390cc bikes. And this event is organized in MMT Chennai, Madras Motorsports Race Track, every year. Okay. So, and in today's meeting, I think I will be sharing my experience of automobile racing industry. And if you are willing to build a career in racing, stick to the program throughout uh, 1 hour and take away all insight about racing. And going to your question, like what inspired to pursue my career in this industry. So to tell you regarding my passion in racing, I have to take you to my childhood. It's a very funny story actually, but let me
Love to
share
hear.
you. So when I was when I was in class 3, I got my first computer, and my first game was NFS. I think
Mine
all
too.
of you know about Need for Speed game.
Yeah. So which edition did you start with?
I
I
have
started
started
with
from one in
one.
NFS one.
Right.
Then the best I got in Need for Speed Underground 2.
Okay,
And
and mine was Hot Pursuit too. It was fun.
okay, okay. So I think all of you know about NFS. Okay. So in that, I like to do all the racing tasks in that, and also I was able to modify the engine, suspension system, and outer looks of the vehicle in NFS Underground 2. And then after that, when I was in school in 2009 and 10, I saw the movie Fast and Furious. Okay. And when I like first time watched this movie, and I realized that racing is not just a game. Okay. So it's an industry actually spreading throughout the world. Okay. So at that moment, like around 2010, 11, I came across MotoGP. Okay. All of you, I think, heard MotoGP once in your lifetime. Definitely, if you are like interested in racing, MotoGP and Formula One, these are very common. Like they started in 1950s, and right now they are a very big industry spreading all over world, and they are organizing racing in every continent of this earth every year, like 20 to 30 races in MotoGP and 20 to 30 races in Formula One. Okay. Then from 2011 to 2013, Formula One was organized in India. And during that time, I was like doing my engineering here in Odisha. Okay. So when I was those races, I like every time I got goosebumps by the thrilling speed they carry throughout the race. Okay. Then in during that time, in 2011 to 2015, I have done my engineering. And in 2013, I got a chance in my college to assemble a team, manufacture a four-wheel off-roading vehicle, and participate in Mahindra Baha 2013. And I guess all of you know Mahindra Baha 2000. Sorry, no, Mahindra Baha, and means they every year they organize a student level off-roading competition in which they give a challenge to the students of every colleges, like to make a vehicle from the scratch, design it, then manufacture it, then test it on the track. It's like a race program for students. So in 2013, I experienced the racing industry in this event only.
How did they even go, sir?
It was very nice. Out of in 2013, for the first time I have participated, and in out of 200 colleges participating across India, we got a 51st position in overall ranking. And then in second time, means in 2014 and 15, I have participated for the second time.
Okay.
And um, in that year, around 400 colleges participated from across India, means NIT and private colleges, government colleges, IIT, was participating. And in 2014-15 event, out of 400, we came 36th in overall ranking, which is a great achievement because our vehicle was very light, and it was the first car. It was in top 10 in 2014 and 15 event. So after that, I have built many professional racing vehicles. Throughout this meeting, I will be showing you some of the photos.
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Sir, that's quite inspiring, and I completely get you because I have been a fan of F1 as well, and definitely starting you have taken this thing seriously right from the beginning. So you were talking about a few photos that you could share. I would
Yeah.
love to go through them,
Yeah.
and our everyone who has joined would be very happy to see where all these things started off.
Okay.
So if you can just present your screen or
Yes.
you can, yeah,
Just a second.
that would be great.
Archana, Archana, ಅಲ್ಪ ವಿಷಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಏ ಮೂ ଗୋଟେ extra ନେଇ ନାଇଁ ନା ମୁଁ extra ନେଇକି ଆଇଥିଲି ମତେ ଦିଅ
So meanwhile, sir, definitely these were a few of your achievements that stand out as the turning points in your career. So let's see where all these things started actually.
Yes. So, is my screen visible?
Not yet, sir.
Just a second.
So can you try again?
Yes, yes. Yep.
Yeah, it is visible now, sir. So that
Okay.
was this is your first car, I suppose, that you have
No,
built on your own.
this is the vehicle when I started my professional career in racing.
Okay.
Okay, before this, I had those college level events, but after that, in 2017, I started with my team designing this vehicle, and in this, we participated a race which lasted for 2000 kilometers, and we have to complete it by 4 days, and it was completely on sand. It was organized in Rajasthan, Jaisalmer district. So it was one of the toughest race conditions in racing industry.
For sure.
This was the national level event, and in once there is an event called Dakar. I think all of you heard about it. In that event, around more than 300 to 400 participants participate, and that event go for a that is a 15 days event. Okay.
Okay.
And in 15 days they have to cover a 15,000 kilometers
Oh.
race course. Okay. And it was believed that this is the toughest race condition in the entire world. Formula 1 is maybe technologically advanced, but that is not tough as Dakar. So we participated in the national level event of Dakar. In India, there is a event called Desert Storm. It was organized and sponsored by Maruti Suzuki. And in that also around 80 four-wheel participants participate, and around 60 two-wheel participants also participate. And we participated in four-wheel vehicle. And this vehicle, just let me talk about some of its specifications.
Yeah, we'd love to know the features of this car.
Yeah.
Definitely, sir, please.
So this is we have used a 1600cc engine that is of Renault Duster. So, and we place the engine at the back side, not at the front as it is on the commercial vehicle. So why we did it? Because of the traction we required on the sands. Okay. And there are some other technical advantages we got by placing it at the rear. And you can see, if I zoom in, you can see the suspension systems. Okay, these are two suspension system which it can sustain, means if I jump my vehicle from a first floor of a building, then
it would still land on four
yes,
wheels.
yes, it will still land on four wheels, and it will also move. And these shock absorbers we imported it from USA. You can see these are Fox shock absorbers. They built shock absorbers for off-roading, and all the technology that gone through this suspension design is we means with this design we travel in a speed of around, if you travel in a speed of around 120 kilometer per hour on off-roading condition, it will be, you will feel like it is stable. It is like running on a normal road. Okay. So these are some of the performances of this vehicle, and we could complete the race by in 4 days. And
So
let me
4 days, sir, is definitely a very long period of time to complete one race.
Yes.
So I'm just curious to know, did you participate in the race? Were you the driver in it?
Yes, I am the driver.
And how many drivers were there in your team?
I am the only driver. I have to complete the races myself, and there is another guy with me. He is my navigator, because in this race we don't have a specified race track.
Right.
We just have to go from point A to point B through their instructions. Means the racing organization, that organization who organize this racing, they just give a road book. Okay, in that they will like show you and tell you like after 100 meter you just take a 20-degree turn. Then after then continue for 2 to 3 kilometers. Then there will be a like a pond or something. Then you have to turn left side and left 90-degree left and go for a 10-kilometer drive straight. Like that, they will be like we have a road book. We have to follow every step and complete the race within time, and entire race was on the sand, so there is no like no traffic, nothing, is entirely dunes, sand dunes. So we have to like read through, the navigator have to read through all the instructions for the direction of the racetrack, and I just had to follow his instructions blindly to complete the race. So in this photo you can see I was it was the start of the race on day one. And I am driving, and there is a person, Nitikesh, who is currently placed in Kia Motors. He was my navigator.
It was probably like having your Google Map on, but you're not allowed to see the screen. You have probably put it in your pocket, your phone, and you're just listening to the instructions. And as there's all sand all over the place, you're not sure where you are heading to. However, you need to reach point B.
Yes.
Right. So that's quite exciting and at the same time very challenging.
Yeah. And there is a special condition of the race condition this year, means in 2022.
Okay.
Like we had to race, we have to complete 300 kilometers on night. In dark condition, we have to like we have to complete 300 kilometers, of course, on the sand. So it was the first time, like in 2022, they like introduced us about the race condition. And before that, in 2011 and 2018, it was like all day day racing. But the first time we had to race in night condition, dark conditions.
So what was your biggest challenge in racing in night?
Okay, so just a second. Like racing in night is you have to like trust your navigator and your instinct. Okay, because you cannot see, means you can only see what's in front of you,
Right.
Not on your right, not on your left, who is following you, where you are going, nothing. The focus light is only the thing you are seeing right at that time. But the road books are actually made very fantastically. We have to just follow it, because they have already, their instructor already gone through that path and made that race road book accordingly. So we followed that road book and completed the night race.
Sounds very interesting. So can you just give us an overview of the current trends in the racing car industry? Well, especially in terms of technology and innovations, because you've already mentioned so many details of about your car. So I'm just curious to know about more about the technology and the innovations involved in it.
Okay. So like I said about Dakar, there are many events. Like I can give you example, Formula E, then Extreme E, then Extreme H are some of the examples. What is Formula E? Formula E is based upon electric formula racing. And previously, means from 1950 to 2000, around 2013, only Formula One petrol engines are the used in racing. And after 2014, for the first time in Beijing, Formula E was introduced. In Formula E, like the vehicle is similar to Formula One, but the powertrain is electric. Okay. So like that, it was in Formula E, the track was defined. It was a closed circuit. You have to take around 60, 70 laps, and whoever comes first, he will be the winner. But in there is another event, that is Extreme E. In Extreme E, uh, off-roading vehicles, like I shown you previously, these vehicles are, means the same vehicle dynamics is used, some same structure is used, but the powertrain is electric. And there is another event which is going to happen in 2025, that is Extreme H. And as you can guess from the H, those not hybrid actually.
Okay.
Those are hydrogen engines.
Okay.
Okay. So they will be using fuel cells in hydrogen engines, and they will be using this technology on their vehicle, and they will race in the cross-country races. Cross-country races means from point A to point B with the direction. They will be giving you road books, and you will be following those paths, and you will be completing around 2,000, 3,000 kilometers of races. So if from the current scenario, I think extreme edge is the next big thing, because through extreme edge, industry racing industry can monitor the hydrogen based technology throughout every automobile industry. They can bring new their tested engines to introduce it to for commercial purposes. So these are extreme and extreme edge are the future, I can say.
Definitely, sir. Sir, as you already mentioned, a few technologies and innovations that you believe will define the future of racing. I'd just like to know if there are any, any such shift towards sustainability and EVs impact on the racing industry, and what, could change you can see in the future. What changes do you expect?
Okay, so like let me give you an example. Each and every technology we are feeling around us in automobiles are developed through racing industry.
Right.
It is a fact. Okay. So in racing, we push the boundary of the technologies. What that mean? That means is when an engine is means in if you have designed an engine that is producing around 500 HP or 600 HP in racing industry, I am just giving you an example, because in commercial vehicles around 80 HP and 90 HP is common, but in racing industry around 500 600 HP is uh, they take the benchmark of 500 to 600 HP. Okay, so when they test that engine in Formula 1. For example, in Formula 1, they have developed a 500 HP engine, and they have tested it throughout all the year in every races. Okay. Then they got to know there are some possibilities if we change some of the technology, like some of the part of that engine, then we are getting a higher efficiency or higher power. Okay. Then they do it in the next race. And likewise, they developed in every race. Okay. And I can say, and you can also say that because of racing, the evolution is going on, the technology advancement is going on. Because in every race, if you are testing a vehicle, if you are testing an engine, then there will be some possibility you will be getting some breakthrough also. Okay. So in the front, when we are seeing it is a very glamorous show, people are racing, and they are very famous characters in all over the world. In all over the world, people know about it. But in the back, all the engineers, all the skilled personnel, all the scientists, they are gathering.
It's not just a racer.
No, they are gathering data.
Right.
Okay, they are gathering data of their car parts, of their every car parts. It means each and every part in their each and every part of their vehicle. There are sensors. They are taking the data, and they are improving it day by day. So you can say racing industry or racing industry is mother of all innovations. Okay. So because of that, you are now driving your car more than thousands of kilometers without a breakdown. You can steer your vehicle effortlessly. Previously, steering is a big headache, or you can say arm ache. Okay. So then you can drive also. You can drive more than 300 kilometer per hour speed also in race tracks, not on the Indian road condition. Okay. You can run your vehicle more than 200 to 300 kilometer per hour speed also without losing a knot. Okay. These are all the innovations are done previously from 1950s to 2010 or something. And the results are what you are seeing nowadays on your commercial vehicles. Okay.
So, sir, as per your words, racing teams are definitely adapting to these changes, and especially in terms of vehicle design and performance. So, you've been one of the core members of many racing teams, and now you're managing your own racing team. So, just wanted to know what could be the biggest challenges that racing car industry is facing today, and how a company is actually addressing to these challenges.
Okay. So I think you can guess now all the technology you can dream about transportation is a challenge to the racing industry actually.
Mhm.
Okay. So whatever you can think of, what any idea you can think of that, if you can bring that idea to a reality on a vehicle. Okay. So that is the challenge of racing industry. If you are thinking a car can like go upside down or something, then it is a challenge to racing industry. Through racing only, you can solve it. You can test your technology to your fullest, and you can push the boundary of your technology. Okay. And through continuous innovation and testing only,
Yeah.
these
Gathering
challenges
of
can be
data.
eradicated, or you can bring in many technologies like we talked earlier about that hydrogen engine. If we could bring through racing, if we could make it safe and make it reliable, make it sustainable, then it we can like revolutionize our transportation industry.
Sir, you mentioned like noting down our learnings of your current race and then putting all this data together and making sure that you do not make any kind of mistakes, similar mistakes in the next race. So, just wanted to know, could you, if you would share your thoughts on the role of data analytics and AI in racing car performances, and what are the major team strategies that are currently uh, followed by the major teams in racing?
Okay, so I have a very wonderful insight I want to give you.
Sure.
There is an amazing racing league going on in Abu Dhabi. Okay, and that is called Autonomous Racing League. Okay, so just a second, let me share my share their website here. Okay, so in this Autonomous Racing League, they have like uh, just a second. Yeah. So you can go through this website, Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League. This is a platform of research and development in the field of autonomous vehicle technologies. So autonomous car racing is a rapidly advancing field that combines cutting-edge technologies such as artificial intelligence, innovative sensor technologies, and computing to create high-performance vehicles that can perceive their surroundings, make decisions, race competitively without human intervention. Like these cars are run by AIs, and they race also with each other, means with other AIs also.
Okay.
So this is a new racing in within a year or two, they will be starting this. They have already planned it. You can go through their website, you can visit. So in this, you can see the like need of AI also. Like through this racing, through this computer which was enabled with or which was like upgraded to with artificial intelligence and other sensors, they will be getting all the data, how a vehicle is behaving in high speed and in different conditions. Then these data will go to the uh, companies like automobile companies, and they will be implementing these technologies to your road cars, and which will help you in autonomous driving conditions. So here also they will be through racing means with, different companies will race here, different technology will come here, and in every vehicle is different. Okay, so you are gathering a lot of data there. Okay. So in all those, means using all those datas, your vehicle, your future vehicle will be empowered with this new technology, which will be which they will be gaining from these races.
Right, sir. Sir, you definitely have been one of the core members and an expert in this industry. Sir, what are the key skills and knowledge areas that aspiring professionals should focus on to try and succeed in the racing car industry?
So I throughout my career, actually, I first of all I realized while I was doing my engineering, uh, like this is not only for mechanical engineering students or electrical engineering students or electronics engineering students, whichever, or any like in IT students, in whichever department you are, in whatever engineering you have done, you can be a part of racing industry. Okay, how? I have, like, previously we talked about all the engines and then um, suspension system. Okay, these comes under mechanical branch. Okay, but if you are electrical and electronics, you have done in electrical and electronics engineering, then you can get into it also through, like, this in EV, like extreme E or extreme H. You can use your uh, talent um for designing the vehicle and like go to the racing. What you will be designing? All the data sensors, the data mining, the data engineering. You have to do all these for for completing the races and being competing in the races. And if you are in IT also, you will be like programming the ECUs and like battery management systems, etc. Okay, so these are the things I think in whichever field you are, if you have passion in racing, you can get into racing industries.
There's
Okay.
always so many scopes in this domain.
Yes.
Uh,
So if you give 2 seconds, I will
Sure.
be like specific. I'm going for specific,
Yeah,
like
that
in
would be very
mechanical
nice.
engineering.
Right.
If you are doing 3D modeling or FE analysis, these are the tools you should go for to get into these industries. These are highly used, means every design they use before manufacturing, they will be like 3D modeling and FE analysis is done on that, because that is the cheapest way to advance in technology. Okay. For suspension, then you have to go through like suspension system, then motor technology, then electrical and electronics design, then structure design, then and tire. Okay. So these are the examples of the systems like suspension system, motor technology, electrical and electronics design. These are the systems. Means these are parts of a racing industry. If you combine this, if you combine with a team, if you have a team of 3-4 people, and the 3-4 people are best in every domain, if you combine them, you can bring your racing vehicle to its life.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Well said. Sir, I would actually like to request you to, share a few of the platforms with us, with the students as well, from where they can get all these insights, all the technologies that you mentioned. Sir, coming back to your experience, uh, how do racing teams collaborate with automotive manufacturers and the technology companies in order to develop high performance vehicles that can go for kilometers and still perform really well?
Okay. So generally, all the automotive manufacturers have racing team. Okay, because they
Right.
understood that racing is a part of automotive industry.
Definitely.
So all the manufacturers have racing team, but there are some independent teams also like us who fuse the innovation in this industry. It is all about your, means the breakthrough. Who breakthrough first? Okay. So like in racing, 2 or 3 vehicles race each other to prove who is better. This is the same also. Means here you have, if you are getting the breakthrough faster than the manufacturers, then you will be rewarded. Okay. So it is just a thing like if you are breaking through anything, then you will be like rewarded from the automotive manufacturers, or you can start your own company. That's a other thing. Okay. So like both way it goes. Means not in every condition. There are some manufacturers who hire independent teams to run their racing team also. So like this is a combined thing on manufacturers and independent teams. Everybody work towards new technology for the betterment of humanity in transportation industry.
So your team in itself can be the very best example of having a breakthrough innovation in racing car technology. So what advice would you give to young engineers or enthusiasts who are looking to break into this racing car industries?
Okay. So first of all, study hard. Okay. Get some practical experience during your engineering by making things. Okay. Just not means the classroom study is okay. You have to do it to enhance your knowledge. Okay. But your skills and experience will increase if you like have some practical experience during your engineering. Like no need to like work for a full size vehicle which will participate in racing. You can choose some parts in a racing. In a vehicle there are some systems, like I said earlier, there are some systems like your drivetrain system, then your suspension system, then your chassis. There are many components. I can say it. There are many components. So if you can choose some components, work on it, understand its how it is working, how it works, and make it better. Okay, try to make it better. So this is the process, because in industry there is a lot of competition, like for example, I can give you in cricket only from all over India, there are 10 players or 20 players who are getting selected for uh, cricket. In this racing industry also like that. If you are studying hard, if you are getting practical experience also, it will give you a boost. Okay. So no need to go for a life size experience or a life size vehicle. If don't go for a building a life size vehicle. Okay, you just pick a component, you try to enhance its capacity or its uh, like what you can say, its efficiency. Okay, so by doing that, you will be getting to know the in depth of that part. Okay. So when you get some in-depth of some part also, you can apply for a career in racing industry. Because, for example, I can say in Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team, there are around 2,000 people working for the car only, for one car. Okay, in their racing division, there are 2,000 people for one team, means for one vehicle. They every year they put two vehicle in racing. Okay, for two cars, there are 4,000 people working. So like you have to be specialized in some parts to get into it. Not all the vehicle. You don't have to read everything of a vehicle. Okay, if you have passion, I know you will like complete all the means all the working of the vehicle by yourself. But still, if you are if you are thinking step by step process, then keeping one component is very good. Just decide one component, go for its improvement, how it is designed, learn about it, then how it can be developed. And if you try harder, maybe some breakthrough may happen. Okay. So you have to try like that. Otherwise, like racing industry is a very crucial, means what you can say. Um, you have to be competitive. What I meant to say is you have to be very competitive in it. And if you have passion in it, then it is a very great advantage for it.
Definitely, sir. So there's around 400 people behind Hamilton, making sure that he makes the most out of his Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, sir, I feel an example is much needed in this. So if you could, share an example of a breakthrough innovation in racing car technology
Yeah.
that has significantly influenced this particular industry.
Okay. So for example, you know about paddle shifters.
Right.
Okay. There is on your steering wheel, there are two paddle shifters which is used for shifting your gears upward and downward. Okay. These are the first example you can see in normal commercial vehicles also. In Hyundai Creta or something, the upper version of Creta, they have paddle shifters. Those are direct technologies was used in Formula One. And in Formula One, they started that, they tested that, and then it went down to commercial vehicles. Then another thing is kinetic energy recovery system. Okay, kinetic energy recovery system is like in Formula One, when they brake, when they stop for the brake, the heat energy generated in that braking zone, they use it to power their motor. And this is a this technology used in petrol vehicle. And you can I think you know about the regeneration in EV also. This is the same kind of technology. So these are all like started in Formula One, Formula E, and it was implemented in um, your normal commercial vehicles. And another example is aerodynamics. Before 2000, I think you know there are all the cars are like box structures. Okay, like you can say Ambassador, Padmini. Those are like all box structures. Okay, aerodynamic came into account through Formula One. Okay. And now you can see all the slick cars. The designs are very slick, very smooth, and they have very like advantages in aerodynamics. Okay. So because of this, like you have increased your fuel efficiency, a very marginal increase in fuel efficiency. And then another technology, another thing I wanted to say, in Formula One engine, the engines are 50% efficient, while our commercial vehicles are 30, means IC engines are around 30% efficient.
What could be the reason, sir?
Yes, they have used very good quality of lubrication and very good quality of like all their metals are very good quality, and they have many breakthroughs what we don't know yet, and those are not used in our regular commercial vehicles. Those are used in like supercars or something. Okay, what they do means what this significant means what this signify. What is the 50% efficiency and 30% efficiency?
Right.
50% efficiency means whatever you burn, if you are putting 1 liter of oil, okay, then you are losing some of the energy and gaining some of the energy what you are using to drive it. Okay. So in Formula One, when you put 1 liter of oil, then 500 ml is getting while it is burning, 500 ml of fuel is burning, then you will be getting your power. Okay, like when 50% of the oil is getting dedicated, and another 50% is you are using only 50%. But in your road vehicles, it is 30%. Means while you are putting 1 liter of oil, you are using only 30% of that oil powering your vehicle, and another 70% is getting getting smoked or something. Okay, so this is the difference. These are the like. This put impact in fuel economy, drivability, and all the power of automobile. Okay, so through racing, these are some of the direct examples of what they innovate in racing industry and that are being used in our uh, commercial vehicles. There are other examples also. You can go through Formula One website. They have very many examples there also. You can go through and read also.
So the comparison you did, like you mentioned, around 50% of the energy is used by the cars in the racing industry of the fuel that they are using. However, I'm very sure that 10, 20 years back, 50% would have been their target to reach.
Yes.
So definitely, I just want to know the future, what the future holds for the racing car industry, particularly in the context of global motorsport competitions. And also, we fans, we love to engage, we love the sport. What do you feel about that, sir?
So, like future is your Formula E and Formula Extreme H, because those are actually organizations. Formula H is an organization, Formula E is an organization, Formula One is an organization. What they are doing is they are monitoring the future means technologies. Extreme H is monitoring the hydrogen-based engines. What they are monitoring, how they are monitoring, they are like actually getting money from all the like automotive industries, like from Mercedes and from BMW, everybody. From everybody, they are getting money to run this organization. And in this organization, they monitor all the technologies which are going for the racing. Like in when the extreme H will happen in 2026, in that they will be using hydrogen engines and using hydrogen as their fuel. Okay, so throughout like after 2026, around 2 3 years, they will like test their vehicles on those conditions. Okay, and I think hydrogen and battery powered vehicles are the future. Formula One right now is a like uh, very famous. Okay, so it won't be like getting diminished or something. They won't be closed. They will won't be closing Formula One. But what they are doing right now is they are giving emphasis on Formula E and for Extreme H, because hydrogen fuel cell and battery technologies are the future, because they are cleaner and they are greener, because these are more important than fuel right now, the normal fossil fuel. So the future is, I can say, the for Extreme H and Extreme E are the future. And for your insight, I want to give you some of the data.
Yes.
Like this year, TVS Racing have participated in mm, uh, uh, like two-wheeler electric vehicle racing. Is this year it was introduced by FMSCI. FMSCI is the organizing body. Just a second. FMSCI stands for Federation of Motorsports Club in India, which was monitored by FIA. Okay, FIA is the international body. So in they are this year introduced that racing category. In that category, you have to go with a electric vehicle and race in the track. So TVS Racing has like made a racing vehicle that is completely electric. It was not like commercialized yet, so I don't think you have seen that picture. If I have, I will share you. But they have just like shifted from petrol bike racing to electric bike racing, because they know the future. They understood the future is cleaner and greener energy.
For sure. Uh, and you mentioned about TVS, they are actually our hiring partners as well.
Okay.
They've been hiring from us since years, and we actually have been serving in this particular domain, whether it be automotive or hybrid electric vehicles. So we've been manufacturing and hiring and obviously training students in this very area. Sir, would you like to give us a few more platforms that or probably opportunities that students can get into, and we at SkySkill can help them get through all of those modules as well.
Okay. So 3D modeling is the basic thing you will be you need to get into this industry or any mechanical industry.
Right.
So as my background is from mechanical engineering. I think 3D modeling is the topmost priority. Um, it should be. Okay, because while you are thinking something, you are just realizing it through these tools, 3D modeling tools. Then you are like making it a reality by manufacturing it. Okay, so 3D modeling is the first step you should take, and you should have all the knowledge you can get from the for 3D modeling. Okay, then when you go for a step forward, then you have to do the all the analysis but you have modeled using those 3D modeling tools like CATIA or 3D experience and others also like AutoCAD or something. So whatever you design, whatever you have thought of, you have to test it. Okay. So for the testing, you will be using analysis of tests like ANSYS or there are others also. You will be using ANSYS. Okay. So for the next step after 3D modeling, you should gain some knowledge in ANSYS. Okay. Through these two tools, you can get into any industry, any automobile industry or any mechanical industry. You can get into it. You can get into designing. Okay. So um, like in some service industries also you can get into it and you can like design their products. Okay, so these are the tools, and you need to go if you are looking for a racing industry, you need to go through the basics. Okay, you have to be clear all the basics of automobile, and you have to be specialized in some components. Okay, if you are specifically want to go for racing industry, then you have to go for the basics. Okay, so if not, if you have just a like if you want to design if you like to design new products, okay, then there are many other industries also you can um, like go for. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
And whether it be designing, as you mentioned, or analysis, any of it, we at SkySkill have it covered. Like we do provide training in CATIA, whether it be SolidWorks or for analysis part, we've got ANSYS. So we make sure that our students are trained and well trained to keep their scopes open to the opportunities. And we always welcome any software that is taking over the market, and we make sure that our students are well through all of it. So very much glad to have you here today. Would you like to express anything, sir? Anything else you'd like to express?
Okay, I want to show you some other
Sure.
photos also.
Sure. We'd love to. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the team participating this year in INMRC National Championship. These are the bikes. You can see Eminence Racing printed on the vehicles.
Right, sir.
There are around 8 vehicles participating and 3 rounds completed. You can see this is my star rider, Mohammad Junaid. He is from Odisha also, and he's competing right now in these races. And these are all team members. If I will zoom in, then I can see there are around 8 riders. They are playing before the race start. Everybody does that. You see, if you have gone through MotoGP,
Yeah.
you know, like Rasi, every time before race he prays.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice thing. And this is a photo of the start of the race this year, third round. Okay, I was present, and this facility is MMRT, Madras Motorsports Racetrack. Okay, it is around 5 kilometer racetrack, and it is a international level racetrack. Okay, so yeah, that's all.
I have been a big fan of Valentino Rossi.
Yeah.
Anyway, sir, can we just take this question? Siddharth asks, how much student motorsport events like Bajaj, go-karts, ATVs, ATV quad, e-bikes, Supra, etc. is mentioned a lot of vehicles there are useful in actual racing and automotive industry. So he's basically like asking is if you can race with an e-bike or ATV quad.
Mhm. So listen, So listen, these competitions, student level competitions, are your first step towards learning something very like, for example, I can say you, if you want to get a 5 years of experience by working only 2 hours, then these are the paths. Okay. When you work for a Baha vehicle or a go-kart or a ATV quad or a e-bike or in Supra, okay, while you will be like designing and manufacturing this vehicle, you will be learning the hard truths. Okay. What that mean is you you will be planning like from you have planned for point A to point B, you will be completing in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something. Okay. But there are some natural conditions, unnatural conditions. There are some like problems you will face that is not written on books. Okay, you can only experience it by doing it. If you are willing to go for these events, it is a very good start. Okay, so it is a very good start. Okay, like you can learn from the basics and you can learn all the hidden truths while executing these like designings and racing in these kind of events. There are many things I can share you, many experience where we like failed also. Not like we just made a vehicle and just went into the racing and
So it's definitely
one
not
it
an overnight process.
yes, this is not overnight process. But if you like 1 year, if you are giving in your engineering like period, if you are giving 1 year of time or 2 year of time building these vehicles, you will be getting to do more and you will be experience 5 years of experience. Okay. When you are getting some job or when you are like talking to any interviewer or something, you can share your like extracurricular activities. These are extracurricular activities apart from your like books and classroom studies. Okay, so these are experiences. You are completing 4 years of engineering, but you are gaining a knowledge of around 10 years. Okay, so these are very important. If you believe me, if you go for this, you can only understand after 4 years that I have told you the right thing. Because if you are not experiencing it, then we won't be getting it. You have to experience it. Once you experience it, you will be getting the knowledge. You will be getting the experiences which will lead your um, path in automobile industry. In every automobile industry, there is a designer, there is a manufacturer. Okay, there are skilled workers in any part you have like got specialized, like in designing if you get specialized, or if you in manufacturing process planning if you get specialized, you can use it in automotive industries. Like I can give you another example also. While I was in engineering, I after in my engineering I go for uh, like racing and business. Okay, but my colleagues were there. There are 25 members of team. Okay, and in that there is a team of 10 people who were directly involved in designing. All the 10 peoples were placed in core industries. Like I said, my navigator was placed in Mahindra first. From Mahindra, he got into Maruti Suzuki, then he got into Kia Motors. Okay. Then another two people went into L&T because they were good at designing.
Right.
Okay. And some people went into other industries also. But these are the experiences when in 2013-14, when we participated in these races, the experience we got, we shared this to our employer. Then they told that you have gained more knowledge and experience than other students because of our extracurricular activities, because of our participation in these kind of events. So if you want to pursue a career in motorsports or in automobile industry, then these are the first steps you should take it.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your valuable experience and expertise. It's been truly enlightening to hear about your journey and the future of the racing car industry. For our listeners, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of motorsports and gained a new appreciation for the complexities and excitement of the racing. Do not forget to stay connected with SkySkill Academy for more insightful conversations with industry leaders. Until then, keep your engines running and your passion for innovation alive. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, everyone.